Okay, so it has been forever. Forever, ever, ever. Okay, since December, but it feels like forever. Since I've done a piece. Um, had to get a new laptop, had to get a new webcam, and still not necessarily all that happy with it. But technology does what technology wants to do, so we kind of have to play along with it. Um, this particular piece that I'm going to do today, and I actually might do a couple other ones, but this one I really wanted to do today. I've been it has been inquired of me a couple times, actually more than a couple of times, what my beliefs are, what my faith is, and um, I say this quite often, I think, on the wall, and so most of you guys probably know it, but my faith, my belief is love. And I'll be all love. That's my job. That's what I'm here for. That's my purpose. And so I my prayer is that I live my life, um, and I'm an example of love, and that God is love, and love is God. And so ultimately, anything else you're doing, Paul put it perfect. If it ain't got love, then it's just a whole bunch of noise. And so on today, I think that it's a very fitting day, one for this piece, but one to really reflect on love. Whether people believe Jesus the Christ walked the earth or not, you know, the story of his life, the example of what his life was, is the ultimate story, the ultimate example. That's the word I want to use. Example of what love is. He defined love, um, in so many ways, and in that definition came the ultimate understanding of what obedience was, and just being obedient to love. Love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy, if love does, isn't puffed up, and it's not prideful, and it believes the best. And I'm butchering that that particular scripture, but that definition of what love is, when we just kind of reside in that place for ourselves, we're able to give it to other people. And so today I'm excited because I'm able to do this piece for you guys. It's called Crimson Teardrops. I hope that you enjoy it, and look for a couple more tonight, hopefully. All right, see you soon. Crimson teardrops, selfless intentions. They wonder if you ever. Crimson teardrops, selfless intentions. They wonder if you ever truly existed because they're blinded. Not to the horrors of religion, but the principles that we twisted and pimped into man-made prisons. Focused on the death instead of the life fear-driven. They claim all to live in and replete platitudes like, if you never do another thing, you've done enough. See, but I embrace the truth. See, if you never do another thing, I would cease to live. I die the moment that you cease to give. Because, see, you are the source, the designer of my life's course. Without you, death would be my only choice. You are the sound of my voice. And so while they contemplate your historical place, I truly just completely reside in the safety of grace, lost without a trace, not worried or wondering what name you answer to. Because, see, my spirit, it recognizes you and it follows. See, I need no graphics to know the nails or to get lost in the details of the tales. See, I forsook the temporal rituals of routine they call worshiping, rejected the Babylonian derived practices of stereotypical actors and actresses reading the script, repeating the same lines across blood-drained lips, not believing in the words that they speak as they drink the poison of religion sip by sip, all in the name of a happily ever after on a golden laden street. See, they embrace the spirit of Jezebel, of greed and lust, and lie to themselves and others and call it just. But if you never do another thing, when they haven't even noticed what you have done, lost in the emotion of the entertainment of the religion, fake pyro tricks they call fire baptized that leave them cold, shaking, capsized. See, real fire burns and leaves marks on your soul, encounters decimate parts just to leave you whole. Walk on water is not a simple, nice, imaginary fantasy. It is a must-have to be, and we move in circles, repeating cycles while your blood runs red and your principle to us is dead. the one of the ultimate sacrifice of obedience in love, slain in the principle of the vein just so they could blaspheme your name and play duck duck goose like living for you is just the latest game. They know not that you are love's change, the moment that they are washed in your crimson teardrop stain. And that's that piece. Crimson teardrops, selfless intentions, they wonder if you ever truly existed, because they are blinded, not to the horrors of religion, but the principles that we twisted, pimped them into man-made prisons, focused on the death instead of the life. Fear-driven, they claim altar living and repeat